Hello everybody, well I'm back. Sorry I've been away for a while, I had some things to do and then I've started another channel. So you might like to check out my channel. This one's called Healing After Abuse. So if you go to one of my links it'll take you there. I wanted to talk about right now because it's so messy and I think you're probably feeling it's pretty messy right now. Is it just me? But no, it's everyone. I think the trouble in the world right now is affecting people quite severely. They don't realise how much. And if you've been feeling all over the place, somewhat lost and a bit crabby, a bit irritable, it's actually the energy as well. So I suggest that you just take care of yourself and know that this actually will pass to a degree. The imminent war, World War III, and it is imminent, is not chosen yet. It's not decided. When I go in and check, it's still undecided. I suggest that you send healing to Europe and Russia and send healing to the West as well so that we try and avoid that conflict, and also say to some of the Asian places. I strongly suggest you just send healing and light there and love there, and maybe that'll help dissipate it. Doesn't mean we will have a war, and in a way when I ask and I get in between not decided, that's actually a good thing because we still have time to send some light there. On a personal level, you're going to find it really tricky lately. Try not to get into any arguments, try not to get into any fights with anybody. It's not going to be a good thing. I just sort of feel you need to really bunker down. If you've got work to do that. If you're doing some personal work on yourself, some energy work, it's a really good time to clear rather than worrying about getting into other people's lives and their problems. Be supportive, but I think that everyone's got their own path to a degree to do, and the most important thing is to support yourself, and then you can support other people. I suggest if you want to release some blocks around your body, some energy blocks, that's a good idea. If you want to meditate some more, do some more tapping. Perhaps you want to try some other modalities that you haven't used for a while. Perhaps you'll do some breath work, or perhaps you'll even think about going to a therapist or an energy worker, or do a little bit more research on what you're interested in the energy work. It's just a really untidy time, and the energy is up and down a little bit. You're probably noticing that. It's got sort of spikes in it, and don't let yourself be conned or kind of encouraged to get into a fight with anyone or have conflict with people. It's best just to stay back. It's not the time to be telling people what you think, speaking the total truth to certain people, because it's not going to go down well. That's all it is. It won't be well received right now because the energy is very misinterpretation can come in this time. Therefore, come from love with people, be patient with them. If they're angry with you, just let them be angry with you and still be loving towards them and send a few texts or whatever. Don't destroy any relationships during this time. However, if you need to have a little bit of space from someone who's very negative, you can do that. And that's the other thing, not to pick up the negative energy that's around. There's a lot of it. And there's going to be a few more scare campaigns coming in the next 6 months. So try not to get hooked into that. You're on your own path, okay? What's happening in the world doesn't have to directly affect you and your path. And if you're a spiritual person, you'll be coming from a different space anyhow. So don't get caught into all the fear and the drama. That doesn't mean that your life will change what's happening with other people. And karmically, it's backlashing. I've done a podcast on this, so you might find that interesting. So the backlash is coming with a lot of people, things that they haven't done or the karma that they now need to pay back, that'll be happening, and you'll see that also in the next 18 months. You'll kind of see something happen to somebody and you'll just get the word karma in your head and you just know. Your karma, obviously, if you're listening to these podcasts, you're working on yourself, you can do good work and burn a lot of karma by doing that. It's very easy at these times to get sort of suckered into responding, reacting. I suggest you don't do that. Just let it be and let the energy settle down. And for the most of the time, the words don't make any difference. people know what they've done, you know what you've done, we both know what we're all doing. You don't even have to say, you just have to be loving and kind to people, because this is the time to come from love. And a lot of the problems you might be having with people is because they're not coming from love, they're coming from power and control, and also from anger. There's quite a lot of anger in the world right now. There's quite a lot of anxiety and fear in the world right now, swirling around. So don't let it attach to you. If you need to retract a little bit, be at home, be in your own sanctuary, that's okay. It's all right to have a little bit of time to ourselves. If you need to have a bit of space from difficult people, you can do that without making a scene. Just sort of have a bit of space from them. And it's a really good time right now to work on yourself, and it's a really good time to work on bringing in the positive energy and the light into your aura. I suggest that you bring the light into your aura every day. I suggest you bring positive energy into your aura every day. And I suggest you bring love into your aura. And you can also send these energies to people. So you can send love to people, to their heart. You can send positive energy to them. You can send white light to them. So do a lot of that healing work rather than try to deal with someone who's been quite difficult right now. Do it energetically. And if you need to say something to them, but you know it's not the right time, just do a little quiet meditation and see them in front of you and tell them there. Or have a little talk to them when you're in the car or in the shower, telepathically, and it will get to them and it will download. And that will be a much better way to communicate with them. Try not to be scared. I mean, right now it's kind of a bit of a scary time because of this imminent war. However, that doesn't mean it's going to happen. And I do believe there can be negotiation, always negotiation. When people come from power and control, this is why you land up in these situations. But if you come from love and trying to negotiate and find a peaceful solution, then we save a lot of souls, actually, and a lot of drama, and it's a much better way to live in the world. And that's what we're here to learn. We're here to learn to come from love, to always come from love with things. And even when we're mad and angry and feeling a bit crabby, it's still important to come from love. You can still do that. It's not fake, it's true. Because you know, the people around you, you love them. And we're all different and we're all flawed and we're all going to do things and say things that upset each other. Today's podcast really is about not getting caught into it all and remaining calm and remaining peaceful and remaining loving, and don't speak when it's not necessary. It's going to create conflict right now. That's the problem with them. It's not about not ever speaking. It's just right now the timing's not good for it. It's better just to wait, and there'll be an opportunity, and then it'll come out and it'll be done in a really nice way and it'll be received better. The energies are not good for that kind of communication. It'll be misinterpreted, as I said before. I hope you've been doing work on yourself, and I hope that you're healing yourself and sending lots of love and light into the world and to other people, and keeping on your spiritual path, which is quite hard right now. I think a lot of people are feeling lost and doubting because a lot of things they've asked for, they just haven't happened yet, and people are losing faith. So don't lose faith. It can still happen. I feel like after October, things will sort of settle out, and then it'll be easier for all of us on this spiritual path. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your careers or the things you're trying to do. If you just can't do it right now, just go and do something else, and then it will open up. And don't forget to keep talking to your guides and keep asking for help. They probably get sick of us, they're like nagging, but you just keep asking for help. And if you've got any people on the other side, mums, dads, brothers, sisters, special friends, aunties, grandmas, grandpas, all those people, ask them to come in and help you to get through this time, because I do feel it's a bit depressing right now around the world and for people on a personal level. So you want to lift yourself out of that. Play yourself some nice music, do your meditations, get out your Tibetan bowls, whatever works for you, and try to find some happiness and be happy right now for the things you do have. Because I sort of feel that things have been stalled. So if you've been to Reader and they said you're going to meet someone or your business was going to float off and whatever, and it hasn't happened, it doesn't mean the reader was wrong. It's just the timings got a little bit messed up because of what's been happening. COVID did it, and now this war. Therefore, it's kind of stalled things to some degree, but it doesn't mean it won't still happen. So keep hopeful, keep light, keep full of love, send lots of positivity, and keep on your spiritual path. And I'm sending you lots of love and lots of light.